This is my watch. You cannot see it, but you comprehend it withal, its shape, size, and brightness. You cannot hear my voice, but you perceive it withal. You cannot speak, but I will ask you certain questions. And when I ask you, you will answer me. What is your name?
Sherlock Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, did you and Dr. Watson travel to Switzerland 3 years ago?
No. We traveled to Switzerland 2 years and 8 months ago.
Yes, my mistake. Mr. Holmes, do you recall what happened to you 2 years, 8 months ago in Switzerland at the Falls of Reichenbach?
Mr. Holmes.
Professor, your ruse to separate Dr. Watson and I was rather obvious.
It worked.
Only because I allowed it to. Would you give me a moment to write a short message to him? Regardless the outcome of our discussion, he deserves an explanation.
You might wish to wait until our discussion is ended.
Tell me what you mean.
I'm a mathematician, Mr. Holmes. My activities in the criminal realm owe their success to my estimation of probable outcomes. The outcomes of this situation are very few.
6, actually.
Quite right. Those being,
I die. You die. We both die. That's 3. I die, and you are horribly crippled for what remains of your life. That's 4. Vice versa. That's 5. Lightning strikes, and we both forget our prior animosity. That's 6.
I choose lightning.
Explain yourself.
At this moment, in a room, in a house, in a country far from here, there is a woman from your past. I see from your reaction that I need not say her name.
I'd prefer you not sully it.
I know where she lives, what she does, who cares for her and for whom she cares. Mr. Holmes, if you alone survive our encounter here, the woman will die within the hour.
You've shown me no proof.
The photograph was taken just yesterday. The woman is not aware that she's under surveillance. She abides in blissful ignorance of the mortal danger in which I have placed her. You see now that it's her,
Yes.
and you will do as I say.
Is it to kill myself? Throw myself over the edge?
It is to leave me alone. Forever. Give me your word, and the woman will live.
How can I leave you alone? The world knows you're on the run. Even if I do not continue my pursuit of you, every policeman in Europe will take up the chase.
But no one will search for a dead man, nor will a dead man search.
This is why you suggested we spoke before I wrote to Watson.
The story will be that you and I met upon this path. We struggled, we fell, we died. The two of us shall leave behind a few personal items to create a trail of evidence for Dr. Watson to follow. I shall wait whilst you write your false testament to him.
I took my notebook out of my pocket. The bargain Moriarty had put before me was a devil's bargain. I could not accept it. But I had listened carefully to his words. The woman would be killed within an hour, if I alone survived our encounter. In order to save her, both Moriarty and I must die. Or at least appear to. I cannot yield to your demands.
Is your decision final?
Kill me or die. I have some knowledge of Baritsu, the Japanese system of wrestling. And as we both went over the edge, I slid through his grip. I landed on the ledge below. The professor fell for a long way, struck a rock, bounded off, and disappeared into the water. Moriarty was dead. I had now to elude his accomplices.
Accomplices? Shh. What do you mean accomplices?
Moriarty said, if I did continue my pursuit of him, the woman would be killed within an hour. The woman resided in another country. To make good on his threat would require a rapid relay of communications, ending where the victim resided and beginning at Reichenbach. Meaning that Moriarty and I were being observed by someone whose job it was to convey the order to the killer. I had done everything I could to make sure that Moriarty's order was not carried out. But I had to be certain. I began my search for the woman that night.
Did you find her?
It took nearly 3 years to find out she was in Vienna. But when I reached the city, I realized that she had left suddenly. Soon after, I learned she was in danger.
Learned? How?
A news dispatch. A woman from Scotland had stolen an item of value during a conflagration caused by a smoke rocket. They were using her as a bait to lure me back to England.
You knew it was a trap,
Yes,
and yet you came back.
I had no choice.
What was this woman's name?
She is the woman.
Mr. Holmes? I'm afraid he's gone back inside himself. Matron, take him back, please.
Yes, Doctor.